The next example related to root mean square value, a bit sort of a word problem wherein we will have to first find out the function appropriately and then try to show what they are asking to get the desired result. So the example is, show that the mean value of kx multiplied by L minus x between x equal to 0 and x equal to L is 2/3 of its maximum value. So here, kindly read the question properly. We are interested in finding out the mean value. We are not bothered about root mean square value. And we have to show that it is 2/3 of its maximum value. So for any given function, as in the calculus, we know that we can easily find out the maximum or the minimum. We can find out the maximum or the minimum with the help of the second derivative test. What does that second derivative test tells us? First, you calculate the derivative f dash of x, equate it with 0, and then calculate the second derivative. If that value comes out to be less than 0, we can say that the function is maximum. So we need to calculate the maximum value of that at a particular point. So what is the formula for the mean value given by? Mean value of f of x is 1 upon b minus a integral a to b f of x dx. So here f of x is equal to k into x multiplied by L minus x, and lower limit is x is equal to 0, upper limit is x is equal to L. So I take it as a is equal to 0 and b is equal to L. So mean value is given by 1 upon b minus a, that is L minus 0 is L, integral f of x dx. F of x is kx into L minus x. So opening of the bracket, keeping k outside, k divided by L is outside, x into L is Lx, x into x is x square, integration of Lx is L into x square by 2 minus x cube by 3 between the limit 0 to L. After simplification, you are getting the value by putting down the limits as KL square by 6. So accordingly, I am able to find out the mean value of the given particular function for the given range as KL square by 6. So f of x is equal to k into this value. Find out the derivative. First derivative is k into L minus 2x. Second derivative comes out to be minus 2k. No term of x. Obviously, it will be intact with the negative sign. Second derivative is negative, which is less than 0, implies that function is maximum. But at what point? That point can be calculated by equating f dash of x equal to 0. So f dash of x I have obtained as k into L minus 2x, which is equal to 0. X comes out to be L by 2. So we find out the maximum at point L by 2, which is negative, that is less than 0. And what is the maximum value? Maximum value will be obtained by putting x is equal to L by 2 in the original given function. What is our original given function? K multiplied by Lx minus x square. So I put the value of x as L by 2. That will be L square by 2 minus L square by 4. And this comes out to be KL square by 4. Now, mean value comes out to be KL square by 6. Maximum value comes out to be KL square by 4. How to do the adjustment? It is KL square by 6 can be written as 2 by 3 multiplied by KL square by 4. See, 6 can be splitted as 3 into 2. Right? And accordingly, I try to show that 2 by 3 multiplied by KL square will give you the answer. 2 by 3 multiplied by KL square by 4 will give you the answer as KL square by 6. And therefore, I say that mean value of the given function is 2/3 of its maximum value. So it's very simple. We will be just finding out the integration, applying the formula of the mean value, get it done, find out first derivative, equate with 0, get the value of x, check the second derivative whether it is less than 0 or not, and then try to show the connection or the relation between the mean value and the maximum value. The next example is, find the RMS value for one complete period of a function f of t is equal to half plus cos t. Hence show that peak value is root 3 into RMS value. Now initially here it is strictly mentioned that we have to calculate the RMS value, that is root mean square value for one complete period, right? What is the complete period for the trigonometric function? We have discussed in the note that whenever the range of the given function is not provided, we will be always taking it as one period. And intentionally they have also mentioned in the problem that take it for one complete period. So for any trigonometric term, for the angle, we need to take the one period, that is particularly the range between 0 to 2 pi for sine or cosine. Show that peak value means maximum value, peak means highest value. So we know that cos t is a periodic function with one complete period as 2 pi. Therefore, for one complete period of a function, the range is 0 to 2 pi. So RMS value of the given function f of t will be under root of 1 upon 2 pi minus 0 integral 0 to 2 pi half plus cos t whole square dt. Now inside the integral, inside the square root sign, it is difficult to solve the integral. So what we do, we explicitly or exclusively take this integral outside and simplify it. So what is a plus b whole square? A plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Integral 0 to 2 pi half plus cos t plus cos square t dt. But I do not have integration for cos square t. Cos square t will always be written as 1 plus cos 2t upon 2. So substituting this value of cos square t as 1 plus cos 2t upon 2, simplifying together, I am left with the term 3 by 4 plus cos t plus half cos t, which is to be integrated. This integration to be done between 0 to 2 pi. Integrate, get the answer. The final answer for the range 0 to 2 pi comes out to be 3 pi upon 2. But this is mean square value. Root mean square value will be dividing by b minus a. B minus a is 2 pi and taking the square root of it. So I multiply 3 pi by 2 with 1 upon b minus a, which is 1 upon 2 pi, and then take the square root. What is the square root coming out as? Square root is coming out as root 3 by 2. So for the given function f of t, the root mean square value comes out to be root 3 by 2. But now I have to get the peak value. Peak value means maximum value. For maximum value, consider the function f of t, get the first derivative f dash of t, which is minus sine t. Second derivative f double dash of t is minus cos t. For peak value of f of t, equate f dash of t as 0. Minus sine t is equal to 0 implies sine t is equal to 0. For what values of t sine will be 0? Either sine 0 is 0 or sine pi is 0. So at t is equal to 0, double derivative is less than 0, that is negative. At t is equal to pi, double derivative is greater than 0. This will not serve the purpose of peak value or maximum. So I conclude that for t is equal to 0, this f of t is showing the peak value, and its peak value comes out to be half plus cos 0. Cos 0 is 1, half plus 1 is 3 by 2. So I get f of 0 as 3 by 2. 3 by 2 can be written as root 3 into root 3 by 2, and root 3 by 2 is already with us, which is nothing but the RMS value. And hence it is very convenient for me to show that peak value of the given function is root 3 times the RMS value. See, for sine t is equal to 0, t has two values or two options. One of the option is t is equal to 0, or another option is t is equal to pi. So putting down both the values of t, I need to check whether second derivative is getting negative for which particular value. Is it for t is equal to 0 or is it for t is equal to pi? For whichever value we get the negative quantity, I will say that this particular value shall give us the peak value or the maximum value. I hope this point is clear to everybody. Any difficulty in this?